artificial intelligence would be the ultimate version of Google. So if we had the ultimate search engine, it would understand everything on the web. It would understand, exactly what you wanted.
Google has a big business model to protect today, which is based on how many people view a link and how many people click on a link. The entire company's destiny relies on that 10 blue link user interface.
So this is Aravind. He worked for OpenAI, but left shortly before they released ChatGPT, thereby becoming a household name. That's a shame, Aravind.
I'm going to look like a joker. Everyone's going to make fun of me here. And they'll be like, oh, why the hell did this guy leave his job and do this thing? He's making a fool of himself.
But here's the thing. The company he founded right around that time is now worth $500 million. And the people investing in him? At the top of the list is Jeff Bezos, who is living his best life right now. Toby Lutke, who is the founder and CEO of Shopify, another massive e-commerce presence on the web. Next on the list is NVIDIA and Jensen, I can't hear you over all this money being made, Huang, as well as some other big names in the tech industry. Naval Ravikant, Balaji, who's ex-Coinbase and ex-A16Z, as well as some other big tech funds. So what's Aravind's brilliant idea that has everyone so interested? Well, he first worked at Google, then he worked at OpenAI, and now he's taking OpenAI's technology and Google's business model and its golden goose, and fusing it into an amalgamation of AI that is about to disrupt everything and everybody. Take a listen.
I'm Aravind Srinivas. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Perplexity AI. Perplexity is a conversational answer engine that aims to deliver answers to you to whatever questions you may ask. We are trying to revolutionize how people consume information online. Instead of getting 10 blue links, they can just ask questions in natural language and just get it answered instantly. And we launched the product on December 7th, 2022. We have about 10 million monthly active users at this point. It's basically grown 1000x over a period of 1 year. We spend a lot of time, holidays, weekends, just learning and coding and just understanding all these things. And we did this for 2 years. All that helped me find a new research topic, which is how to combine generative AI and RL together, which is what results in these amazing technologies like ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not just predicting the next word on the internet. It's doing that and then making sure that you know how to communicate with humans. I'd always been interested in entrepreneurship because I've been in the Bay Area. I watched this TV show, Silicon Valley, and then I stumbled upon this book, wrote the story of Larry and Sergey. In the book, How Google Works, Larry had written the foreword in it.
Artificial intelligence would be the ultimate version of Google. So if we had the ultimate search engine, it would understand everything on the web. It would understand, exactly what you wanted, and it would give you the right thing.
Yeah, Perplexity is the world's first conversational answer engine. What does that mean? Earlier, we were used to entering something like keywords or a bunch of phrases, and Google gives you 10 blue links and you open each of them and start reading. Perplexity is trying to build a future where you don't have to do this. You can just come and ask a question just like how you would ask a friend. And that AI replies to you with the answer, but not just the answer. Every sentence that it says also has a corresponding reference, or we call it a citation. And that's how Perplexity works. It's almost like how a journalist essay is written or research paper is written. Don't blame the user for not having a good prompt. Blame the AI for not being able to expand or help them expand themselves to a good prompt. That's why we built this thing called Copilot on our site, where as you ask a question, Copilot will ask clarifying questions and your prompt is basically getting expanded interactively. We launched the product on December 7th, 2022. Our first day, I think we saw around 2,000 to 3,000 queries. Now we serve more than 3 to 4 million queries a day. It's basically grown 1000x over a period of 1 year. Growth so far has been that somebody says ChatGPT doesn't work for this particular thing, or Bard sucks at this thing, and then people just tweet, oh, look at this Perplexity thing, it just gets it.
Now, interestingly, Bezos was one of the first investors in Google. He invested $250,000 way back in 1998. That $250,000 investment resulted in 3.3 million shares of Google stock, worth about $3.1 billion in 2017. And now that same fund, Bezos Expeditions, is investing in Perplexity. By the way, what happens when you ask about Jeff Bezos investing in Perplexity? What happens when you ask that in Perplexity, like the search engine Perplexity? Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has invested in Perplexity, an artificial intelligence AI startup that aims to challenge Google's dominance in the search space. The investment was part of a funding round that raised $73.6 million valuing Perplexity at $520 million. And here it gives the links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Payments, Wall Street Journal, Reuters, Cointelegraph, and NASDAQ. But wait, there's more. Remember that Rabbit R1 device that everyone went nuts over?
We decided to make a one-of-a-kind mobile device. Introducing R1, your pocket companion. This is the Rabbit R1. Designed in collaboration with Teenage Engineering, the R1 is a fully standalone device, primarily driven by natural language. The accumulation of countless hours of work from our research, design, and software teams. It is simple to use. R1 is equipped with everything you need to interact with you and perceive your surroundings. I can ask Rabbit for anything, just like if I'm using ChatGPT. Rabbit answers my questions within 500 milliseconds. With the push-to-talk button, you don't need to say anything to wake it up. Just press and hold the button and talk, like a walkie-talkie. Now, let's give it a shot. What's the nature of the reality?
The nature of reality is a topic that has captivated the minds of philosophers and thinkers throughout history. According to Bertrand Russell, reality is composed of hard data derived from sensory experiences and logical analysis. It is the amalgamation of our perceptions, thoughts, and the external world.
What's the stock price of Coca-Cola?
Searching for the stock price of Coca-Cola. The stock price of Coca-Cola, KO, is $59.76.
Now, of course, the big question was what LLM will they use to power this Rabbit device? It won't be GPT-4, we assume. Will it be their own proprietary model? Will it be some open source model? If you're following along, you can probably guess where this is heading. The AI provider in question is none other than Perplexity, a San Francisco-based startup with ambitions to overtake Google in the AI space, getting investments from NVIDIA and Jeff Bezos. And they'll be providing up-to-date search results through the Rabbit's orange brick without the need of any subscription. Now, the buyers will receive 1 year of Perplexity Pro for free so they can use it on their desktops or other phones, but using on the Rabbit device will be without a subscription. Oh, and by the way, the Rabbit R1 is sold out. Whatever units they had for pre-orders is now sold out, and buyers should expect to see their phone delivered to them by Easter this year. I wonder why they picked Easter. But as you can imagine, there are a lot of eyes in this space. And one other competitor that might be coming into the space is in fact one of the biggest companies on earth. Here's Satya Nadella from Microsoft.
Do you feel like we're coming to the end of the smartphone era? And what does an AI successor to the smartphone look like? And does Microsoft eventually play in that category?
Yeah, I mean, I thought CES this year was very interesting. Obviously, I thought the demo of the Rabbit OS and the device was fantastic. I think I must say, after Jobs' sort of launch of iPhone, probably one of the most impressive presentations I've seen of capturing the vision of what is possible going forward for what is an agent-centric operating system and interface, and I think that's what everybody's seeking. Which device will make it and so on, it's unclear, but I think it's very, very clear that computing, I go back to that, right? If you have a breakthrough in natural interface, where this idea that you have to go one app at a time and all of the cognitive load is with you as a human, does seem like there can be a real breakthrough. Because, in the past, when we had the first generation, whether it was Cortana or Alexa or Siri or what have you, it was just not, it was too brittle, where we didn't have these transformers, these large language models, whereas now we have, I think, the tech to go and come up with a new app model. And once you have a new interface and a new app model, I think new hardware is also possible.
And is that an opportunity for Microsoft, or are you moving away from hardware?
I mean, look, for always, it's an opportunity for us. And so, yeah, I mean, we make hardware today. We have Surface devices. We make mixed reality devices. The biggest hardware business we happen to have is our cloud. We stream from the cloud. So therefore, I think you'll see us exercise the full stack of it.